Ooh. Some options. Grove is interesting. Cool land. But 0 Point Ballad, Blast, and Inquisitor. So, honestly, good argument for any of these cards. I've had like just nothing but bad experiences with 0 Point Ballad. I think this is a me thing. Like this is skill issue. But like it leads me to want to take Inquisitor or Blast. I think I would prefer Inquisitor, though it's close. I really like Inquisitor. Punished. Okay, now we just take Faithful. Faithful and Beater look close cards too. Blast has moved lower and lower for me. I still really like Blast. I really like especially the flexibility of it, of hitting non-lands. Like, there's been a lot of spots with Blast where I, like, bounce their Banishing Light, eat something in combat. You know, maybe they get to play the Banishing Light again. But it's a nice flexible play. Depressurize versus Mouth. Probably. I didn't mean to click so quickly, but I was gonna say probably just Mouth. I mean, I like it Depressurize, but it's not like Faithful is Busto or anything that makes me really want to follow up that last pick with a card that's not the best card in the pack. Okay, another Faithful. Also a Luminary. Yeah, close picks. Still think I like the Faithful. It's kind of nice to watch a limited streamer who pretty much just enjoys playing any set, and even if it isn't your favorite, you don't complain. Yeah, I mean, what's to complain about, you know? Like, Magic's magic, in my eyes, anyways. It's still a good time. And I do think I take Beckoneer here over Gravkill. Like, they're close cards in my mind anyways, and with Double Faithful, Beckoneer is just so good. Toxic Positivity. I don't know if I'll go as far to say it's toxic positivity. But maybe that's the toxic positivity speaking. Oh, thanks, Seth Lars. I appreciate it. Okay, so Rammer. Breeding Pool as like a spec on picking up a Survey Mechan. Or like picking up an Engineer. Not that I'm like thrilled to splash Engineer, but I don't hate Rammer or anything. And I guess it's kind of sort of good with Faithful. I think I'm more inclined to take the Pool, though. Would I run multiple copies of Mouth of the Storm? Yes, I have many times. I had a draft the other day. I could have had 5 Mouths. I declined to draft 2 of them, and then 1 wheeled. And I actually ended up playing 4 of them. So yes, I would play multiple Mouths. Like, this is actually sort of kind of interesting to talk about just quickly. But I think I still take Oblivion with, like, Faithful and Beckoneer in the pile. Yeah, so you want to make sure that you've got good early game, right? That's a prerequisite. But I basically don't mind playing multiple copies of an expensive card if that expensive card is always going to be good when you cast it. And Mouth is like that, you know, 95% of the time, maybe like a little bit lower than that, 85, 90. But like the risk is you end up with too many Mouths in your opener, or just like, you know, drawing a few at the wrong time. So the more Mouths I have, the more card draw I want, definitely. And the more Mouths I have, the more cheap cards I want. Cheap cards and card draw are something I'm looking for in my blue decks anyways, so it's not like it's not like you're going out of your way, you know? Did the deck go well with 4 copies? I did reasonably well. I think I don't think it was a trophy, but it got past 3 or 4 wins. Hilderblade. Okay. I got past 5 relics, was iffy about the 5th, but it's, yeah, no, I think, actually, same thing goes for everything I just said about Mouth when you have multiple guess booster's probably a little bit better. When you've got multiple relics, like you just want more cheap cards. Although that kind of counts as a cheap card in some ways. You want more board affecting cards when you've got a bunch of relics. Like if you've got 5 relics, you can't really afford to play too many like scrolls or I don't know, what's another non-board affecting card you would play in your blue decks? I don't know. But you know, you get the gist, what I'm saying. When you've got a bunch of relics, cheap interaction, board affecting cards, and I guess it kind of works the opposite. Well, obviously you want some cheap cards, but expensive cards they get better when you've got a lot of relics, right? Because you'll draw into the lands to be able to play them. Hillerblade seems interesting with her deck. Lots of void enablers. Yeah, I could see playing it. I think with Hilderblade, it's really a black-white card more than anything else because there's 2 hoops to jump through with this card, right? 1, equipping it for free. 2, making sure you actually put it on a body when you get the trigger. I found in a lot of like black-red decks, sometimes you're a little creature light. You're like, 13 creatures. Oh, hello. Hello, Rizzler. You're like 13-ish creatures, maybe 14, and you don't have any token makers, so you trigger Void and it doesn't actually go anything because the opponent's interacted. In black-white, you have more bodies generally, because you're often playing less removal, but also you got Night Luminary, and maybe the 2 mana make a 1/1. And you've got a lot of cheap warp in white as well. Like, white is the color with the most warp. So I could see playing it, but I'm most likely it's going to live in the board for now. I did. Isn't that just like the common name for this? The Rizzler? Everybody calls this the Rizzler, right? I can't be the only one. I don't think I didn't come up with that. All right, so kill ship and nothing else I'm interested in. Don't think we're going to be red. Pain for All would be but the next card I'm looking at. Right, yeah, I think that's the best thing you can do with Blade, to just go in like turn 1 Blade, turn 2 Warp and Night Luminary, have a 4/2. The land. The land's not particularly great. It's got its moments, but I'm not dying to take it here. Cryo Shatter and Block are sort of interesting. I'm more likely to take Block, I think, in this spot than Cryo Shatter. I don't have anything that cares about being tapped, nor does Black generally have those things, or Blue. I do have All Fate Scroll, which I may or may not play. Okay. I'll take it, but mostly just because I have Scroll. And, we might pick up a Mechan or something. Fantastic. Twitch has alerted me that you are the new top clipper. I don't know if you knew that. I don't know if it tells you that, but I'm telling you that. Take Prospector. Unexciting, but fine. Hey, Gar, how you doing? How am I? I'm good. Yeah. Doing well, doing well. Yeah, it's kind of funny. This is just a random thought. I had been dreading the Spider-Man set review. Still slightly. I'm not dreading it, but I'm still a little bit worried about how it's going to go just because the whole, two different sets kind of thing. I think I've mostly settled on we're just going to focus on the arena cards. But as I get closer to it, I'm like, wow, it's a set review with only 200 cards in the entire set. That's great. I'm actually excited for it now. All right, Boss is a nice pickup. Good with the Faithfuls, good with the Oblivion. Yeah, and also, I just think... Yeah, Divert Disaster's fine here. I actually think the Omen Path set is fairly well done. It's kind of cool how, I assumed... I'm sure there was an article that explained this, and I just missed it. But I kind of assumed that the set, like the reskin on Arena, would be like on a specific plane, right? Or just like some spider plane or whatever. Sure, take crawler. But it's like it's a lot of different planes. So like there's some Bloomburrow cards and the Ravnica cards and whatever. And I think like it's a good way to do it because it's hard to make a whole other set that's cohesive and makes sense. I think their approach of like, oh, just like have a bunch of different Magic references from different planes in here. I don't know. It's cool. I like it. I'm not 100% sold that it's like gonna be an awesome long term for every time they have to do this, but my feelings towards the reskin currently are mostly positive. Just gonna skip the set. I don't really like it. So like you're always fine. It's always within your right to skip a set. I always think of it as kind of like, how do you know you don't like it if you haven't played it kind of thing? There's a lot of sets where people have gone like, oh, I don't think I like the look of it, but then they play it and it's like, oh, actually I do like it. So I would recommend always giving it like a shot. If you're somebody who like very much values cohesion and flavor, of course, like if that's the number one thing you care about. But if you care about limited gameplay, then like just give it a shot because you'll never be able to tell unless you play. It always just strikes me as slightly odd. Again, unless you're just the person saying it comes from a place of like, oh, I care about the set flavor and cohesion above all else. Always strikes me as odd if people are like, I don't like this set before they start playing it. Okay, this is not a great open. There's like a kill ship. I don't really want the second. Don't really want another scroll. I don't know. This pack's not great. I guess kill ship's the card I'm most interested in. Sick Mythic. Oh god, this pack sucks too. Okay, Navigator. Yeah, like, one, the thing is, I like totally feel you on not feeling the set. Like, I also kind of get vibes of, this one's a little bit, they definitely threw it together a little bit more last minute than some other sets, right? But I also have like a decent amount of faith in the limited design team that they, like, even in times when they're under pressure, they usually can put together a pretty good set. Okay, these last two picks have been nice. Sentinel is a good pickup with the kill ship. Don't think I want color here. Alright, deck is looking a little underwhelming. Like, obviously we've got some power, but our average card is below average, I would say. What are my feelings on pick 2 draft? Oh, this is interesting. I mean, I'm going to take it out of this pack. Big Psychology doesn't want you to know this, but if you just gaslight yourself into thinking a set is great in advance, you'll enjoy playing it. Like, I fully agree. Fully agree. Yeah, so my thoughts on 2-pick draft are mostly good. So we've done it before in 2 sets. 1 double masters. It was a little bit different because it was only the first pick out of each pack. You got to take 2 cards. But also Bloomburrow. No, sorry, not Bloomburrow. Battle Bond. Battle Bond, for those who didn't play it, was a 2-headed giant draft set. And it was a really, really good draft set, actually. Like, if you have not drafted Battle Bond, I am sad for you because it's one of the best draft experiences I've ever had. Part of that is you draft with a friend, right? That's really cool. But the actual like mechanics of like taking 2 cards of a pack. There's a lot of texture to what that means for the games, or for the draft. Second scroll means I might play this Onslaught. So like, even just pick one, pack one. There's the question of like, do you hedge or you double down? Like, do you take, let's say the best card in the pack is white. Do you take the best card plus a, you know, the another white card, which is, let's say, the 4th best card in the pack, or do you take like the 2 best cards in the pack no matter what? Right? Can you say something bad about Spider-Man? We're begging. I have been all stream. I've been saying I'm a bit iffy on it. but also, why are you begging me to say something bad? You Magic players, why must you make yourself suffer? You can just enjoy things. It's okay. It's okay to like things. I promise. Okay, this is an interesting deck. I think I'm gonna run the Onslaught because it seems kind of fun. that's my reasoning. All right. Yeah, this is probably gonna be where we settle. I guess I could play. One more or one fewer disasters or Comet Crawler. Yeah, Comet Crawler probably gets the boot. All right. Like, my current stance on Spider-Man without playing the set, you know, is I am skeptical but still like cautiously optimistic. I don't know. That's just me as a person, I suppose. So you don't have to imprint your own, like, don't use me to vicariously feel out how the set's gonna be. You know, like, use your own opinions, of course. But I currently am fairly optimistic. Okay, well, I guess I'm just warping in Beckoner and stationing this turn. Terrible turn. Or terrible first few turns. I sort of want to just warp this and kill it. Because, like, it's very unlikely it sticks around. I'm just going to play it, but, like, feel like it's probably going to be Banishing Lighted. Oh, it didn't. Oh, how lucky. Oh, wait, what am I saying? I already warped it. Duh. Yeah. Silly Alex. Alright, Navigator. Probably should pitch this Onslaught, though it's really good with Kill Ship. Maybe just pitch this Faithful. Okay. Are they just gonna push here? Yeah, makes sense. Kinda makes sense. So like, I do this, they get counters on 2 cards, I get to eat 2 things, they push some damage. If I draw the land, which I have a good chance of, this is pretty stable. Okay. Nice. Am I more likely to want the scroll or the beetle? Probably the beetle. We're dead? Not dead. This is a fairly interesting spot. Because, like, if I hit the land... Oh, no, what am I saying? I've got 7 mana. Yeah, we're good, we're good. It's not interesting at all, actually. I know, the UI almost got me there. It's like, am I targeting the right thing? I think so. Alright, very nice, very nice. Let's get in the ship. Play Prospector. Play the Rizzler. In the ship. And... dead very soon. Spectre, better. Yeah, I don't think they have a relevant card in hand is why I did what I did. They, like, drew their card past the turn basically right away. Could be juking me, I guess, but... couldn't you just chain crew the ships? I didn't have enough to crew one of them. And then I end up with a bunch of tapped ships, right? Doesn't actually matter. Well, they'll go away at the end of turn, right? And I, like, they go away at the end of turn, and I'm tapping them so they can't attack. So what's the... I mean, I could do that, you're right. I also couldn't crew the first one. Oh, gotcha. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay. Somebody on my YouTube comments suggested that for the set review, we, like, don't even acknowledge that Spider-Man is a thing, and we, like, make a swear jar for every time somebody says Spider-Man. This is okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep it. I think they have that Gene on turn 1. Oh, they have another 1 mana play. What is this other 1-mana play they have? Meltstrider's Resolve? I don't think so, because they also have the stop with no creature in play. Oh, is this like the equipment? Oh, it could be Broodguard Elite. Yeah, yeah. It's most likely Broodguard Elite. Yes, you were right. The set is about like 70-ish cards smaller, I think. Maybe a little more. Yeah, it could be Green Sun Zenith. I think there's just under 200 cards in the set. Am I wrong about that, chat? Cool. Yeah, 180 something. That sounds about right. Yeah, it's like a classic small set from back in the day. Alright, so... Don't really have an attack here. I guess I'm just rizzling. Very nice, very nice. A little bigger than a classic small set, because those are 155. Yeah, that sounds right. I think you're right. How will it impact draft? Well, 2-pick draft is going to have a much bigger impact than it being a small set, I would say. Although being a small set also matters somewhat. All right, how do we manage this? So I could just let them draw a card here. I don't have a good double block anywhere. I can also block here. I think I just take the damage this turn, hope that Riddler stabilizes us. Kill ship ain't bad. Okay. This is good news. They're gonna like attack with the elite here to try to put counters on it? No? Okay. Okay, so let's go Faithful on the Prospector. I don't understand the point Wizards wants to make with the Spider-Man set. What do you mean the point? They want to make a Magic set with Spider-Man cards. The point is money. That is also true. But less cards means bad draft experience. Oh, so they didn't go in intending to have fewer cards. Just the way things panned out, they kind of made it. They had this as a different product, and then they were like, oh, that other product's not going to work. So we need to make this something else. Ah, is that a better thing to do? Is it better just to kill them, chat? I think so. I think so. Oh, I should have attacked here. Sorry, this was bad. All right, cool, cool, cool. It's kind of funny. I said I was going to take the that red Mythic kind of for fun, but it's won us both games so far. It's a strong card. Like, it's not just a meme or anything, but I'm, like, playing Mountain and double scroll to enable it. That's what I feel like too, Jet's dad. Yeah, that's my initial take too. The Omen Pass cards seemed like they were done pretty well. So I think basically here's the timeline for anybody kind of confused about the Spider-Man set. It's like, let's make a Spider-Man set, but they weren't planning to make it the full, like a full standard legal set. They were planning to make it like a smaller, like the Beyond boosters that they did with the Assassin's Creed. That product bombed, and they went, oh, we don't want this product to bomb, so we should probably transmute this into some other kind of set. So like, okay, let's make it a full set. But most of the cards were already designed, right? Which was like only 100-something cards. So they're like, well, if we're going to make a bigger set, we have to design more cards for it. And they were like, well, I'm assuming they just kind of said, like, we don't really have the resources to design, like, an entire set, so we'll just fill out the card file with some cards that make sense for draft, which is, you know, kind of what they did. And then they went, all right, well, we've got, like, a 200-ish card set, and we know that small draft sets, historically, do not draft very well. It is generally quite bad to have a draft set where you're like, you know, you're seeing the same commons over and over and over again. And so they're like, well, to fix this, we're going to make a 2-pick draft, which is a little bit of a spin on it and also kind of addresses the small set issue in some ways. So that's basically what happened, if you're wondering. Yeah, okay. So, 2-pick draft kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone in some ways, because, like, not only is this a way to draft a small set, but they're also, I'm sure, like, trying to integrate draft into something that Commander players want to do more often. So it's like it's a draft format you can do with 4 players. How long until Avatar? Yeah, the Avatar set, that looks really cool. I'm really, really excited for that one. I'm not even like a huge Avatar fan. Like, it's a cool property, and I'm gonna watch the rest of the series. I actually haven't finished it. I'm sure I'll like it more after I finish it. But nice draw. But the mechanics for that set look really good. Like, just like really, really well done. It's like everything the Spider-Man set isn't. Like, evocative. Like the game pieces seem like good game pieces. I think I just do this. Outside of, you know, if you care about Spider-Man or not. Let's bottom that. Okay, now we're dead. Even if we hit the land, we're going below 6 here. I guess this works. This keeps me alive. It's not good, but I'm not dead. So that is good. This game is a waste of time. This game is only a waste of time if you do not enjoy the act of playing a game of Magic the Gathering. If you believe the only thing you can get out of a game is if you're going to win the game, I agree, it might be a waste. I personally enjoy playing games of Magic, though. Still not dead. Still not dead again, yeah. Okay, well, we continue to still not be dead. Bailed out by them casting a Mythic Paperweight. Yeah, I mean, not wrong, not wrong. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, this fizzles it. Wow, I actually didn't know that. Huh. Okay. Didn't know that. Fortunately, this is a legend. Oh, I was gonna say, blue-white doesn't have that many 5-power creatures, so we're good. Alright, GG. Honestly, exits, it might have been right to there. Like, not for the full value, but for like 5, or sorry, X equals 2, just to get some filtering. Hey, Siggy, coming with that raid, appreciate it. Hope you stream it well. Yeah, if they didn't kill it, like if they didn't have a 5-power creature that turn, we untap, we kill a ship. It's tough because like it's like it'd be like threading the needle every single turn where it's like, okay, we have to make sure we're attacking or crewing or stationing, but also like have to be aware that there's like a 5-power. If they get 5-power in play, we just die. Yeah, Prob's putting back Onslaught. Although, maybe it's just better to put back Diverts. Yeah, it's probably right, actually. Like, I've got a 2-mana play already, and it goes and gets the red. Oh, sorry, this is silly. I should have played my planet. It's a nice one after you mulliganed. Okay, yeah. I love putting bad cards in my deck so I can discard them. I mean, sorry, he's not bad. He's just out of place. He's a good boy. Just in some other deck. Okay. Okay, so we go Navigator, Loot, and probably Land Riddler. Scroll. Oh, yeah, so you're right, Argon. You're right. I should have... It was better to have looted first. Or, sorry, Riddler first. Absolutely. Yeah, because, yeah, this was bad. I would have liked the scroll here. Yeah, I just, like, basically just broke a fundamental rule of information. You know, I get more information by doing this way first. Also another ping. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, I also didn't, yeah, I didn't put it in the station. You're right. Doubt it matters here, but... Alright, well, this is bad. Like, now we're just dying. Not that my play would have made me not be in a dying spot, but... Okay. So, Riddler dies. We chump. And maybe Riddler doesn't die. Who knows? They're pausing here. We also just win if they, like, attack for not lethal and then tap out. Seems unlikely they're going to do that, but... Oh, sorry, no. We just win if we have the Riddler alive and they have no interaction. That's how we win. They're thinking here. Okay. Well, that seemed easy. That seemed like step one. What? Okay, sure. Maybe they were thinking if there's anything they need to play around with, like, Breeding Pool untapped. Soul Roll, you know, I like to give people grace. There's a lot of... Magic's a complex game. They might have been double-checking. They might have not been at their computer for 2 seconds. Right, yeah. Could have taken him a bit to remember that flyers get dealt double damage. Yeah, no, I got you, Zeldum. I figured you weren't like... Slow roll! Burn the witch! Burn the slow roller! I figured it was more just like a comment. They could just be naturally slow like me. That's funny, yeah. Beam Prospector. This in red mana. Down red mana. This being their worst card is interesting. I guess maybe they just thought, I'll pitch the one I can't cast. That's I guess fairly likely. All right, pass. Going to divert disaster their next play. Yep, if they don't do anything, that's fine, because then we get to Sculpting Blast this, and then honestly, kind of close between like countering this on the way back down and not. Oh, sorry, I can't. They've got 5 mana. But in any case, I don't think I care that much. Like, I can trade here, and then I can deal with the 2/2 somehow. Okay, that was good for us. Yeah, let's just do it this way, I think. Now I'm inclined just to beat down. Don't need to really hold this 1/1 back. If they want to attack into me, I'm fine with that. I'm getting a life here. Alright, it's fair trade. They get a 2/2, I get a 2/1. Oh. Hello? Hello, hello. Alright, well. We'll just play our mouth. If they draw a Virus Beetle into removal spell, I'm sad, but... I think you just play this worth. Okay. That was good enough. Moldify, I feel like you might have a good sense of this. I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but if you know better than me, please let me know. Yeesh, probably should mulligan this. There's no, like, on Arena, there's no extra cards that are being added to the Spider-Man set, right? Like, it's basically, I saw there was, like, the card image gallery came out today, and it's just, like, the special guests, just like normal. I saw there's like 2 versions of Shock. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. I don't think it does. But basically it's like 1-to-1. Or anybody else that knows. I just figure Multi-5 might know. I agree the art's good in the Arena version. Yeah, like a lot better. Like, I mean, obviously if you like... Okay, cool, thanks Multi-5. Obviously if you like Spider-Man, you might not feel that way. But yeah, I think the a lot of the pieces, like the Banishing Light variant, that's not actually Banishing Light, the art for that card is super sick. Yes, exactly, Multi-5. So what you read my mind. You read my mind. I do want these lands, I think, so we'll just chill here. If they can awaken the Shieldmate, would I block? I think I would. Gonna cycle some stuff here. Cycle my 2-3. Okay, Beckoner's not too bad. Oh, sorry. I keep misplaying with this land. I keep forgetting to station it. I think I just hold this Beckoner. Like, I could nearly turn this on, but I don't think it's going to matter too much in this game. Okay. I guess they might jump with Prospector. What's in your grave? Nothing. Warp and Vestige. Oh, yes, yeah. Like, anything you think I should have done with this land, you're probably right. This thing could have been fully charged at this point. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I should have done it this way. And then I completely just, like, don't do it. Okay, so is this a sack my scroll turn? Draw 4? Yeah, it's not like it does that much charge anyways, but, you know, point taken. I could just play this Beckoner, because if they draw a removal spell, it's pretty bad. Yeah, let's just wait this turn, so... Play block, sack block. Ooh, interesting. I want to keep up this blast. Yeah, kinda. Hey, Mad One, going with that sub. How you doing? Yes, I agree. At this point, I think Onslaught's probably the way we win. This time I did mean to not tap my creatures to this, by the way. I don't want to sack Mouth to land, though. Like, I want my 6/6. I should just Sculpting Blast the Vestige. I mean... sounds like a funny play. Do I want to just take 7 here? Oh, yeah, because I could Beckoner after the sack. Yeah. Okay, you're right, Chad. It would have been cool to do that play. This game is what people mean when they say cards that have low win risk because they're hard to play with. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now we just hope they tap out at some point. Easy. What could be easier? So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So I can scroll, play these 2, and keep a blast still. Oh, I guess I should also, like, attack with this here, probably. Nah. Never mind. Also, kind of feels like they don't have a lot. Maybe they have Blue-Black Wrath in hand. This seems like they don't have anything. Like, there was no stop there, so I might have just had lethal there. will be trumping with my companion. Or maybe even, yeah, probably my navigator, actually. Companion gains me a little life. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Okay. So I bounce blast? Or, sorry, bounce the mouth? Hmm. They get their vestige back. I also think they're pretty dead here, yeah. Oh. Hmm. Can we win with protection up? No. Right? So, like, we mouth... I guess this is fine. Wait, there's just, like, nothing they can do. Oh, no, I'm a mana short from that, right? Never mind. I was gonna say, there's nothing they can really do against a ward 2 creature here. So... we can warp Beckoner for 2, copy it. Yeah, this works, right? Yeah, Center, you got there before I did. It's kind of sweet. Wait, did I do this wrong? I maybe did this wrong. Uh-oh. No, we're good. Yeah, I almost messed it up. Okay. Cool. Fun draft so far. Yeah, that was a strange game. I've actually had a lot of strange games with this deck. Also, our third win out of 4 with the X spell. Okay. It's kind of funny. I was just browsing Twitter. Seems like the sentiment with Spider-Man versus Omen Path stuff is like a lot of people wishing that the Omen Path set was the paper set. Yeah, I guess we don't let them have a 1/1. Deal. We wouldn't have gotten half the art as it is if it was the main set. Yeah, that's fair. I was thinking that too, Mad One. Yeah, I really liked the... Like, I wasn't expecting this to be a random Bloomborough visit set, but here we are. Savior pick up nothing, I assume. Ooh. Oh, man. Okay. So we do this. Do this. Get in. Do the thing. Man, Becker's so cool. Deal. Had some discussion in the Discord about this card the other day. Emergency Ejecting, like, is it good? Is it playable? Is it garbage? My take on it is it's like a good 20 to 23 playable if you're low on removal. It's got a very tangible downside, but the downside isn't so great that I'm like, oh god, I never want to cast this card. Like, there are spots in the game where you cast and it doesn't feel terrible, right? That's not good. Yeah, it's still situational, but not complete trash. No, that's good. Okay. Okay. Eject gets better in sealed. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I can't say I feel that strongly about the card center. I actually not sure. I did feel very strongly against the card when I first saw it and play. Like, it just, you know, harkens back to all the cards that look like that are terrible. But, like, not making a creature matters. Art game, not today, Multi 5, but this week, absolutely. We can probably even do it tomorrow. If you're here tomorrow. If not, yeah, we'll do it whenever. I gotta run shortly after these games, though. All right, this game, I promise. I don't know how I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep the promise, but I promise to try to remember that I have this land in play. Yeah, sounds good, Multi 5. Just anytime you want to do it, just hit me up. Steel Swarm Operator. Okay. Play the Beetle. Oh. Immediately. Immediately. It's just, my attention span's not long enough to be like, well, they're gonna wait to discard, or they're gonna choose what they want to discard, and I have to wait a second. That second is just too long. Alright, I'll do it this turn. Pinky promise, chat. I pinky promise I'll do it now. I guess probably slightly better to crack block. I'm gonna do it anyways this turn. Like, better to do it before I Beckonerd. Okay. I think I'm actively choosing not to station here. If they interact with Beckoner, I'm gonna want to chump this Infiltrator. All right. So we'll lead with Mechan. Put it in the planet. Swamp. Do I like the attack with both? Yeah, I think so. I think they're fairly likely to trade with Prospector here. And if they don't, sure, that's good too. Like they're at 12. I guess a chump sack also makes sense. Okay. And we'll just Lost in Space this Infiltrator. I assume they'll be able to double spell this turn. I don't think we want this. I think I would like to interact with them making a bajillion station monitors. Don't really want Kill Ship. Yeah, it's kind of a sick combo card with like Station Monitor or there's the Emissary. Pinnacle Emissary, I think it's called. The blue-red gold card at rare. Like, makes a token whenever you cast an artifact. The Sculpting Blast. Okay, there's like something I could be doing by bouncing this Banishing Light in combat. Okay, so I mean, I really want to get the lander. Can also turn on the station. Also kind of want to attack them. So like if I just attack with everything, they block Navigator. I think it's probably better to go big here. So try to find the red source. I can also sack my Prospector, of course. Okay, land is nice. I can blast plus plus crack. And I don't think I'm bouncing this Infiltrator. I think I'm just bouncing this Banishing Light. Maybe, sorry, maybe it was better to block than... no, they're most likely going to be able to double spell. I don't think leaving back Beal does that much. Cards in their deck? Can we kill them with Faithful? No, they're not close to decking. They already double. Yeah, that was my point. I was saying that it was likely they'll be able to double. I was kind of like retroactively talking on my line of like, was it better to keep back the Beetle? I don't think this is exactly lethal. I've got 6, 7, 8. I guess if I dread the land, might be. Wasn't it better to bounce first in case of a counter spell? No, because if they countered this, like, they're definitely going to counter this, right? I would prefer they countered my bounce spell rather than the onslaught. Okay, so if I put Navigator into here, try to find a land. Oh, that's pretty lethal. Is it just lethal anyways? Yeah, could be. Okay. Looks like. It's got to spread out the damage here. I guess it might not be lethal through... I haven't done the math, but it might not be lethal through a Focus Fire. In any case, this puts them in a pretty rough spot. But it does look like lethal. Trying to figure out a way for it not to be lethal? I don't know. Opponent? They just want to get in as many game actions as they can. More power to them, I guess. Alright. They accepted their death. And I think this is... Yeah, this is going to be the last one. We're 6 and 2. Yep. Yep. Ooh, even drew a board affecting 2. Alright, well, we'll start with that. Stay naked 3-1. Interesting. Extremely defensive play. What does that mean? Okay. So I could Faithful this Lightsmith. I don't hate that. Like, it's likely going to draw a few cards anyways. I'm into it. Look, chat, you proud of me? I did it. Nobody even had to say anything. Carver and Breacher. Stationed without a reminder. It's an achievement. What is in their hand? Let's just go scroll plus warp. Yeah, I'm definitely suspect of, like, what's happening here. Or not suspect, but, like, you know. I think they probably have some pretty good stuff in hand. They like, played Naked Faithful, Naked Lightsmith, no cheap cards, right? So we can mouth here and still take a little bit of damage from Servandum. Oh, that's fine, though. Take 2 points of lifelink. And nothing. Well, if they have a Radiant Strike, we get to draw 6 cards. Oh, sorcery speed only? Darn it, never mind. We don't get to do that. I take it back. Power or toughness? Power. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do this. We'll just wait for our next turn on the Riddler. They maybe have another Radiant Strike, and they're going to kill the Scroll. Okay. And then that means they have another removal spell for the Riddler. This makes sense. So their hand's just like all removal spells. Okay, let's play Faithful. No. Sack Faithful. I shouldn't have played my land. Oopsie. Yeah, because now I can't beetle this turn. They looked in their grave. Okay, it's not a reanimation spell. It's a buy something back from the yard spell, because they would have reanimated Servandum right there. Yeah, it's Faithful. Okay. So I get to kill ship Faithful. This beetle got a lot worse. Kill ship Faithful. Still take some damage. It's fairly reasonable to just hold the beetle, I guess. Because it's likely they've got some stuff in hand that they just don't care about. I am taking quite a bit of damage at this point. I think one of their spells has to be a removal spell if they're willing to Radiant the other scroll I had. Okay, again for 5. Disaster. Alright. So we beetle. Do do this. Pretty good draws. I think I put this in the ship because unlikely it survives anyways. Yep. I guess it being another Radiant Strike is a reason not to do that. Okay. Huh. Okay, so if I do it like this and top the enhancer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I can't even double divert, so we just do this. Ah. Okay. What's the most poutine I've eaten in a single setting? Less than Joey Chestnut, if that's why you're asking. Multiple pounds less. If I had to guess, like, maybe half a pound, maybe. So I just do this to the Sentinel. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. Okay. So, let's make a lot of them and then untap our kill ship. I guess probably just better to slow roll this a little bit, right? Because do they have to block in that scenario? No, not yet. Yeah, I agree. I can untap lands. Oh, yeah, I guess I can make more. Yeah, I could have lethal here. I haven't done the math. Make another Sentinel. I think it's probably better just to chill here. As in, like, don't go for it this turn. So we get in like this. We untap. I want the one block. So if I do this, I can untap kill ship. They trade. It's 32 damage in that scenario, but even including the blocking. It's a pretty safe attack. Yeah, I probably should have taken a second there to do some more math. I have a lot of timeouts, so. Beckoner, okay. I think this should be good with double divert in hand. Okay, cool. Didn't need it. Didn't need it. How would they block kill ship? I don't want to copy kill ship though. I would be copying Sentinel, right? Because if I copying kill ship doesn't kill them. It doesn't turn them into creatures. It would just be a removal spell for the turn. Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, well anyways, cool deck. I kind of didn't have super high hopes for the deck. I guess I should maybe have liked it a little bit more with, Quantum Riddler. But this Onslaught was great. Like, it won us almost all the games. Yeah. I think we got a little bit lucky here and there in some of the games. Like, some of our opponents weren't packing the most loaded decks. I also didn't play this deck, like, perfectly by any means. But it's sweet. Yeah. Had kind of good pieces you'd want for, like, the shell of a control deck and a decent finisher. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I gotta run. Let me ship you off to somebody else. It would be 22 damage in a forest block. Yeah. But then they'd have a 2/2, and I'm at 3. Oh, but I get to untap one of my creatures, or a lot of my creatures with both my kill ships. Still feels safer just to go with the keeping up Counterspell and Lost in Space, but... Yes, Breeding Pool was just for the double scroll. And it mattered in some of our games.